So welcome to my special recipes. Because we are talking about fall season, I'm going to show you a very interesting recipe which is all about fall vegetables and fall herbs and fall spices. If you ever go to farmers market, you can really see what's coming in season. But if you go to superstores, you find everything in all season. So that's why I say go and buy your groceries from farmers market and not superstore, right? So what are we preparing today? We're preparing a bowl where we will have some fall vegetables which we'll roast in our oven. Like today I have some squash, some beans, but you can always have sweet potato, potatoes, beetroot. So see what's coming in your area, especially beetroot and all, and then you can include that. Right now I have all these vegetables, few of them, but you can always change it, put something else too. But make sure you use all the seasonal vegetables. Then what else? We will be preparing a side which I am keeping a rice, but you can replace it with quinoa, or you can replace it with brown rice, or maybe some barley, or whatever you want to have as a side in your carb. And then we have some chickpea, and we are going to go ahead and create a chickpea recipe which will go very well with our rice and our vegetables. So let's get started. Are you excited? I am very excited to prepare this. So the first step for this is that we take some vegetables, the seasonal vegetables, and we place them in our oven stand. You can just spread them, and then we add some salt to this, and we add some black pepper. So when Ayurveda talks about food, it's majorly all about eating very local, seasonal food, and also eating as per your body type, so that you're always trying to have that balance in your body type. And there are 6 tastes in Ayurveda which is mentioned. So they are sweet, salty, sour, pungent, astringent, and bitter. So if we combine all these 6 tastes in our food, then we get all the proper nourishment to our deep tissues and our muscles and our bones, which our body needs to function. So make sure you add them. Now over here in this vegetables, I'm going to add some rosemary because I like that herb. It's very cooling, it has a cooling property. It's very good to help to have it in fall season and also in the summer season. And some oregano. Oregano is a bit heating, but still it's okay to add some oregano here in these vegetables. You see, my vegetables are all ready. Now when it comes to fat, I always like to add good fat. Right now I'm adding avocado oil, but you can always use olive oil or ghee. So make sure you're not using refined oil for your food, you're using cold press oils, and making sure that you're not getting up high on that cholesterol because of bad oils. So no canola oil or corn oil or all those oils, right? Because we are responsible for our own health. Okay, this looks very nice to me, and look at it. And here it goes in the oven for some baking. Okay, so the next thing which we are preparing is our chickpea gravy. So I have already some boiled chickpea. You can overnight soak your chickpea and then boil it for almost half an hour in a pressure cooker to get this ready. But if you don't have that time, then you can always buy a canned one and use it. So chickpea is a very good source of protein, used in a lot of Mediterranean dishes. Even in India we use a chickpea a lot, and I love to make my big bowl of boiled chickpea, which I use for gravy. I can use it for hamar, I can use it for salad. So it's a very multi-talented bean for me. I love it, and the taste is so yummy, right? So how do we make this one? I'm going to use some ghee now. I like to use different kind of fat for my food. Ghee is again a very good rich source of fat, and I make it at home, and I love the taste of ghee, and it really feels good on my body, especially my. So my ghee is nicely heated. Once the ghee is heated, I will add some cumin to this. Cumin has a lot of cooling properties. I like to add it with most of my gravies, You can have cumin in your gravy, you can make a tea out of it, or you can put it in your salads. That's also a good way to use it. Now I'm going to add some ginger and garlic. They both are a bit heating in nature in terms of spices, so make sure that you don't use them a lot when it's summertime, and in the winter time you can start increasing them. Now the fall is coming, so I'm going to start including them more and more in my food. Very anti-inflammatory, antibacterial property in ginger and garlic. Now from here I will add some tomatoes. I'm making a tomato gravy to this. Adding some tomatoes. If you don't have chopped tomatoes, you can always replace your chopped tomatoes with puree, tomato puree. That's also a good option. That's easier to cook and faster to cook. So either puree or... I'm keeping this one very simple by using a tomato gravy, but you can always make onion and tomato gravy too. Adding some onions first, saute them, and then add some tomatoes. See what you like. And none of my food goes without turmeric. So turmeric is my go-to ingredient in all the recipes. I like to have it in my food rather than having it in pill form or in the tea form. That way I feel it absorbs better in my body. So add some turmeric, some salt. I'm also adding some cumin powder. Okay, again, cooling properties, but I like the taste and flavor. It gives a lot of good flavor. And this is an Indian spice called garam masala. If you have it, if you find it in the store, you can use it. Otherwise, just leave it. Again, very less because it is a bit heating in the property. And some black pepper. So that's all my herbs and spices for this chickpea. Let me mix everything well. Let me keep it close so that it will cook faster. Next 5 minutes, this should be ready. Let's see what's the status of our vegetables. Are they cooked? I think another 2 to 5 minutes, 2 minutes more for them. And in the meantime, I have put some rice for us in a cooker. I have put white rice, you can put brown rice, you can put quinoa, whatever you want to go for this recipe to go with, you can cook that. So our chickpea is getting ready, our vegetables is getting ready, our rice is almost ready, and we are ready for a very nourishing lunch. Yeah, I would like to eat this more in the lunch than later in the dinner. Dinner can be more lighter than the lunch time. So this would be my lunch recipe. And if you want to have it in dinner, then probably I will replace a chickpea with some dal, like a moong dal or a black dal or masoor, or maybe red dal. So you see that you use more lighter lentil in the night period than in the day period. Okay. Tomatoes are almost cooked here. I'm already feeling hungry. Very hungry here. So if you see, my tomatoes are all cooked and nicely mashed up, and I like how they have given a kind of juicy texture to this gravy, which I wanted. Little bit juicy texture. Now I'm going to add my chickpea to this. I would like 1 bowl of chickpea. Mix everything out together. And if you want to make it more watery, you can add some water to this. It's all ready. Now I have a secret ingredient which I would like to tell you all. Whenever you're making a chickpea gravy, there is a fruit called tamarind. Okay, it's a very sour fruit. You get it in mostly Asian region, or if you're in US, you get it in a Mexican store. They also sell tamarind juices and all that. Very good iron in this fruit, very flavorful but also very rich in iron. So I made like a tamarind juice. I put some tamarind in some water, soaked it for 1 hour, and then squeezed it. This is a juice which has come out. So you have an option for that to add some sourness to this gravy, either you can use lemons, or if you have a tamarind as an option, I would say go with the tamarind. So I'm adding some tamarind juice to this gravy. And how about some greenness with some coriander? So here goes some coriander, and my gravy is ready, my rice is ready, my vegetables is ready. What are we waiting for? Let's plate everything all together now. I'm missing the color red, beetroot here, yeah. I should have added some beetroot. Next time, or if you have at home, you add it. So here is my plate for this wonderful bowl. I can call it a small bowl, or I can call it a Buddha bowl. So my vegetables at one side, and some curry, at one side, chickpea curry. Doesn't that look amazing? And then I have some white rice, but as I said, you can do a brown rice, quinoa, but today I feel like enjoying some white rice. So. And here is it. Yummy, yummy. Let me try. Delicious, wonderful. Everything is so perfect. The vegetables, the curry, the rice. It's like the best perfect meal for a day. Do give it a try and let me know. How do you like it? How do you enjoy it? And leave your comments so that I can share some more interesting recipes with all of you with the knowledge of Ayurveda, so that you can have a balance in your body and diseases will stay away from you. You will have good, nourishing, balanced body throughout your lifetime. Thank you.